All the tough decisions you have to make today, your family's health doesn't have to be one of them. Not when you have the choice to go organic and live full, natural, and holistic lives. So start your day right. Load up on antioxidants. Choose only organic superfoods. And keep the momentum going. We're making it easy for you. Live organic, choose organic. It's easier than you think. Mahalagang paalala, ang Organic Acai Premium Blended Freeze-Dried Capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Organic acai has very high levels of antioxidants and essential nutrients that help keep your immune system strong. Organic acai premium blend and freeze-dried capsules daily to help increase your resistance against harmful viruses. Keep yourself and your family healthy and protected with Organique.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Organic Acai Premium Blended Freeze-Dried Capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Hi Valadier, so good morning. So may nagpadala sa atin ng package from Organic, California, and let's see if ano laman. Tara. So they sent us a acai coffee mix. So this is made from organic acai berry, gluten-free, non-GMO. So it helps to stay fit and slim kasi inaayos yung metabolism ng katawan natin, and also it is a source of natural antioxidants. So thank you so much for this acai coffee mix, Organic, California, and they also sent us a chocolate mix. Wow. Same as for the acai coffee, it is also made from organic acai berry, gluten-free, non-GMO. Yeah, wow, saya. Natural source of antioxidants din to, guys. So if you're into chocolates and or coffee mix, please choose Organic, California. Thank you so much, Organic, California. So I can't wait to taste this. Haha. Whew. Thank you.
Thank you, Organic, for sending me this acai package, which includes the drink, the capsules, the coffee mix, and the choco mix. And they also have their own shot glass, which I'm excited about. Acai is all about immunity and wellness, so guys, check them out on Instagram. Thank you!
If ever I had a video, would you dance in it? Would you dance in it? In it? Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine.
Ang COVID-19 ay panibagong kontrabida sa buhay nating mga Pilipino.
Habang unti-unti tayong bumabangon muli, patuloy ang laban natin dito.
Para matalo natin ang kontrabida, we can be the solution.
Kaya mong maging bida, basta susundin ito.
B. Bawal walang mask.
I. Sanitize sa mga kamay. Iwas hawak sa mga bagay.
D. Dumistansya ng 1 metro.
A. Alamin ang totoong impormasyon tungkol sa COVID-19.
Protektahan natin ang sarili at mga mahal sa buhay.
BIDA. Be the solution sa COVID-19.
Previously, well, actually, liver cancer is a malignancy, no? It's an abnormal growth ng...
Next thing you know, wala na ang pasyente. So, napaka-importante that early on, alam natin yung mga factors that we
Wednesdays with Organic. We care because you matter.
In support to DOH Vida Solusyon campaign.
Hi, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Happy New Year. Sorry, I did not know that we had started. Anyways, I just wanted to say welcome to people just joining in. And for those who are just tuning in, I'd like to invite you all to join our Facebook game. So here on our Facebook game, if you just take a screenshot of you following our Instagram page and our Facebook, and then comment there with the hashtag ImmunoStrongPH, you get a chance to win the acai capsules, the blister pack, together with either one of the acai coffee mix or acai choco mix trade box. So I just want to let you know that isang comment is one entry. So the more comments you have, the more chances you have to win. So marami kayong chances and to try our products, because we've had a lot of good feedback from this, as you can see on from our influencers in the beginning of this segment. So moving forward, topic for today. Dun, dun, dun. Topic for today is viral hepatitis. Now, I know last week we had Doc Sarah and Doc Sunny talk about liver cancer. So this is just backtracking a bit. Anong mga, not really a cause to liver cancer, but something that can lead up to it, for example, is hepatitis C. Hepatitis C is one of the leading causes of liver cancer and liver transplants. Did you know that? Not only that, but there are 3 types of hepatitis: hepatitis A, B, and C. Hepatitis A is foodborne and can actually be traced back to a lot of foodborne outbreaks. Hepatitis B, hepatitis B is mostly transmitted, I believe, through bodily fluids, and we'll ask our special guest later more about it. But did you actually know that out of 3 people who have hepatitis B, 2 of them don't actually know they have it? So for those of you who are starting to wonder and be more curious about what viral hepatitis is, please tune in to this segment, because we have a lot of useful information for you. So now I just want to introduce our special guest here. We have Dr. Dex Macalintal. Now, so Dr. Dex here is a lifestyle medicine expert, specialist. Hi, doctor.
Hi, Luisa. How have you been?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, okay naman. Here in Lipa, minsan malamig, minsan mainit. Pero ngayon, we have around, if I'm not mistaken, we are at around 23 degrees centigrade ngayon. Kahapon, it's 19 degrees. So, yeah, medyo malamig pa rin.
Diba? Sobrang malamig. Like, I'm so cold here in the office. Doc, I just wanted to congratulate you. Everyone who doesn't know, Doc has a YouTube page where he has, I think, 100,000, right? 100,000 subscribers now.
Yeah. I actually lost count.
Earlier this week. Wow. Imagine that many subscribers you just discount. It's just another extra 1,000. But welcome, Doc.
So, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
for sure.
holidays pa rin. Holidays is still work for us doctors. So kahit holidays, we have been seeing patients, and well, it's still part of our daily work. Kahit holiday, may trabajo. So yeah, to be of service to all of the people out there. So yeah, so take care of your health.
Maraming bang hepatitis patients?
Well, hindi naman masyadong hepatitis, pero maraming abdominal pain, maraming problem with the heart, with the blood vessels. So, mas madaming ganon. And right now, tamang-tama yung kwentuhan natin today, because viral hepatitis has been somewhat tumaas siya for the past years then. And then maraming tama yung sinasabi natin kanina, marami yung mga tao na hindi alam na may hepatitis pala sila. And then this is actually part of the screening process. Minsan kapag manganganak yung babae, no? Minsan magdo-donate din ng blood, magdo-donate ng body fluids. So, kinakailangan talaga alam ng mga tao yung risk factors, kung paano ba nila ito maaaring makuha at kung paano yung mga symptoms na pwede nilang maramdaman, and when they should take themselves or their relatives to the doctor, and what they should do to treat and prevent viral hepatitis. So yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, that sounds very important for us to know, Doc. So let's dive into it. So, ano ba yung hepatitis? Let's talk about the different.
Sige, let's start with the word hepatitis. Yung hepatitis, when you see the word or when you see the suffix itis, itis, it only means that something is inflamed. Right. So this is medical terminologies already. So if you see itis, something is inflamed. So like for example, if you have conjunctivitis, so itis, something is inflamed. So it's the inflammation of the conjunctiva. Since it's conjunctivitis, conjunctiva is the one lining your eye. So here, if you have hepatitis, so itis means inflammation and hepa means liver. So your liver gets inflamed. So let me just clarify to everyone that your liver is a very vital organ that processes your nutrients, your foods, the drugs that you take in, and then it fights off infections. So kapag kasira po yung inyong liver, so or damage yung liver or inflamed yung inyong liver, yung function niya po pwedeng ma-alter already. So pwedeng maapektuhan yan. So ano yung mga maaaring maka-apekto dyan? So heavy alcohol, no, toxins, some medications and certain medical conditions like viral hepatitis nga po. So since it's viral hepatitis, so ibig sabihin there is something that caused this hepatitis, and this at yung nag-cause dyan usually yung virus. Okay, so we have here on board yung mga types na common. So let's start first with hepatitis A. All right. So there's A, B, and C. So with hepatitis A, here are just some details or some numbers for you. Pero this is just nice to know. In the United States, about 25,000 people have new infections each year with your hepatitis A, and then yes, outbreaks are still outbreaks sometimes still occur. And then they are very, very much widespread because these are foodborne. So, ibig sabihin po ng foodborne, ito yung mga maaari makuha dun sa kinakain. Bakit nyo? Dahil yung po kinakain ninyo kapag ka po mayroong hindi masyadong maganda yung pagkakalinis ng kinain ninyo or hindi maganda yung hygiene ng tao na naglinis na nagpe-prepare ng food. Why? Kapag galing sa CR, okay? Kapag galing ng CR, tapos maaring hindi masyadong nakapaghugas ng kamay, no? And then maaring ninyong makuha ito mula doon sa inyong mga kinakain. Kasi hepatitis A is being spread by fecal oral route. So ano ibig sabihin nun? Yung dumi, yung stool, no? Yung dumi, no? Maaari po na maging in contact with the food, no? Yung inyong inumin, maaari din po. So it's if you have eaten something that is contaminated by feces or stool from an infected person, maaari po kayong magkaroon ng hepatitis A. So ayaw po natin ng ganyan, no? So ayan, yan yung kwento ng hepatitis A. So yun. Gaano kadalas yan? Yes.
Oh, sorry. Just finish what you were saying. Sorry, okay. I thought you stopped. Gaano katagal nagkakaroon ng hepatitis A? Usually from few weeks to around several months po pwedeng mag-last yung infection. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Doc, when you were saying like foods and stuff, does water count too? Because I remember hearing about, for example, in some villages in Africa, they had installed a clean water source, and that actually lowered the cases of hepatitis. But is that hepatitis A or?
Yeah. It's more likely hepatitis A because since fecal oral yung route ng infection, ibig sabihin maaari na makapunta doon sa inumin, doon sa tubig, maaari mapunta doon sa tubig yan. Kung kaya't tinitingnan niya ng sanidad, tinitingnan ng sanitation, kaya tama na mag-install ng maayos na na daanan ng tubig, no? Kinakailangan maayos yan kasi maaari magkaroon ng outbreak. Tama yung nangyari nga sa Africa, pwede magkaroon ng ganyan. Actually, kahit saan pwede magkaroon pa rin ng outbreak lalo at higit kung hindi maayos yung ating sewers, no? Ating sewers, kapag hindi masyado maayos yan at maaaring in contact, kunyari yung dumi or yung stool or yung feces ng isang taong infected ay pumunta in contact or naging in contact doon sa isang like for example yung kinukuhanan ng tubig, no? So maaari magkaroon ng problema, maaari magkaroon ng outbreak ng hepatitis A kasi hindi maayos yung ininom, no? O hindi malinis yung ininom, maaaring contaminated siya with the virus.
Right. Okay. And Doc, kanina you were saying it can last for a few weeks to months, no?
Mm-hmm.
So hepatitis A then can be cured. Can that be? Is that correct? And
it can be cured. Yeah, it can be cured. It can be cured by supportive treatment. So, kung sumasakit yung tiyan, kung ano nararamdaman na binibigyan ng gamot, kung sumasakit yung tiyan, bibigyan kayo ng gamot para dyan. Kung nagtatae, bibigyan ng gamot dyan. So, supportive treatment tayo dyan. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng supportive treatment. Kasi yung virus, it can go away. It's self-limited. Pwedeng mawala na lang yan ng dire-diretso, no? So yan, later on we'll go to the treatment kung paano ba talaga ito and how we can prevent it, no? So ayan, paano malalaman na merong hepatitis A, no? So usually nagbibigay ng may mga tests na binibigay yung mga doctors ninyo. So merong mga test na tinitingnan diyan para malaman, hepatitis A pala to o other profile na pala to, other viruses na pala yung titingnan natin dito. So, paano malalaman? Then, minsan, yung symptoms talaga. No? So, yan. Paano yung symptoms? Maya, tingnan natin kung ano yung mga symptoms. Papakita natin yan.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Doc. Just before we move on to the other types of hepatitis, I just want to do a quick round of shout outs here because we're getting a lot of entries for our contest now, Doc. I'm glad to know that people actually want to try out our products. So we have here Shane Patayo at Villa Flores. Oh, no, it disappeared. Cordova. Hi, Shane. And then si Leanne Ocledena. And then we have Ona de la Cruz. We have Enzo Manyo. We have Aileen Carillo. So that's a round of shout outs for now. We have so many and they just keep moving up and I'm losing track of the names. But one of the questions I saw there, Doc, was what's the difference between hepatitis A and Hepa B? So I guess we're going to move on to B now. Yeah.
Yeah, before we go into hepatitis B, I just saw some question here. Ito si Ona de la Cruz. Sabi niya, is it true that eating street food can cause hepatitis? Totoo po, maaari po kayong magkaroon ng hepatitis A kung kumakain kayo ng street foods. Lalo kung hindi po maganda yun pong pagkakalinis. Okay? Lalo kung hindi maganda yung pagkakalinis. Kasi ano ba yung mga street foods? No? Usually isaw. No? Isaw ng baboy, isaw ng manok. No? May bopis pa. No? If I can remember right, meron pang calamares. No? Naglalaway na ako.
Right.
Pero, tandaan po natin na kung hindi masyado maganda paglilinis, no? Kasi maaring yung tao na nag-prepare niyan ay hindi nakapaghugas ng kamay, no? ng thoroughly kung galing lang siya ng CR or yon mga ganong klase kasi nga actually yon tama po kayo, ang most common then one of the most common causes ng most common transmission route ng nito at kung saan mas nakukuha itong hepatitis A ay sa street foods. So, ingat.
Right,
especially po tayo dyan.
Yes, especially yung dip, no? Then people bite it off and then they start dipping again.
And then,
yeah.
Ayan. So, wag na po, no? Kung hindi talaga maiwasan na kumain ng street food, ang tip natin dyan ay hanggat maaari yung mga so call out po natin yung mga nagbebenta, mga street food vendors. Kung maaari po, meron kayong pangkuha nung sabaw or nung not sabaw yung condiment ninyo, yung suka ninyo, no, yung sinasawsawan, And then magbigay kayo ng plastic cups para separate yung mga tao sa kung saan sila nagsasawsaw ng nagde-dip ng kanilang mga street food. So, yan lang isang tip para sa inyo. So, para maiwasan natin yung spread nito kung mayroon man, no? So, yeah.
Thank you, Doc.
All right. Let's go to hepatitis B.
Yes.
Okay, so hepatitis B is another type of hepatitis virus. So, if you have A, we also have B. But yes, so just some random numbers. Kung kanina, around 25,000 yung new infections each year. Nagtala ng 2018 sa CDC na there are 22,600 new infections. Okay, and then sometimes hindi alam ng mga tao na meron na pala silang hepatitis B. Actually, yun nga tama sinabi ni Luisa kanina, no, sa ating mga kababayan, dalawa sa tatlong tao na merong hepatitis B, hindi nila alam na infected sila. And then actually more of mga Asians and Americans yung nagkakaroon nito. And then, ang nakakatakot dito, minsan advanced na nila nalalaman, may hepatitis B pala sila. And then also, hepatitis B is one of the leading causes of liver cancer. So yan yung nakakatakot dyan. So, hindi natin tinatakot yung mga tao, no? Kasi most commonly mild lamang yung illness na binibigay sa inyo ng hepatitis B. But it can still last around weeks, even sometimes chronic or lifelong condition itong hepatitis B. But more than 90% of those infants who get infected, who are unimmunized, no? So yung mga hindi naturukan, can develop chronic infection. And then, ayan, so paano ba sila nai-infect? So dito, sa hepatitis B, kung kanina, fecal oral yung sinasabi natin na transmission. So dito sa hepatitis B po, yun maaari po itong ma-spread primarily through body fluids. So yan? Yan yung dugo, no? Yung semen and other other body fluids na kahit konting amount lamang kung infected ay maaaring mag-cause ng hepatitis B. Kasi kapag pumasok po yung virus sa inyong katawan, no, na hindi infected, maaari kayong ma-infect pa rin yan. So papaano usually? So kapag yung nanay, no, kapag yung ina ay infected with hepatitis B, through the birth canal, no, maaaring makuha nung inyong anak, no? Kapag po nakipagtalik ang isang tao sa isang infected individual, maaari din po ito ma-transfer. Okay? So, and then if you share equipment that has been contaminated with blood from an infected person, maaari yan, katulad ng mga needles, no, yung mga nagda-drugs, okay, tigilan niyo na po yung drugs, okay, yung mga syringes, no, yung even sometimes medical equipment such as your glucose monitors, yung piniprick, no, if you have diabetes, tapos mayroon po kayong kasamahan sa bahay na diabetic din, don't share your lancets, no, dahil maaari po kayong dyan. Other personal items that you share, like your razors, no, your toothbrush, no, wag na po. And then kapag lumala, lalo kapag hindi, bakit natin ito ginagawa, no? Dahil kapag po hindi niyo to alam, maaari po magkaroon ng poor infection control sa area ninyo. So kayo po mga nanonood, no, pinapaalalahanan po ang lahat na mas mainam na mayroon kayong alam, no? So yan. So ito, no, itong hepatitis B, no, meron pong bakuna para dyan. So later on pag-usapan natin yung mga bakuna. And then dito rin sa hepatitis B, no, paano siya ginagamot? Supportive treatment din po. Supportive treatment din sa hepatitis B. So kung may nararamdaman kayo, kunwari nananakit yung tiyan, no, nagtatae, naglalagnat, no, maaari po kayo bigyan ng mga gamot ng inyong mga doktor. And then kapag ka naman nagvo-vomit kayo, bibigyan din kayo ng gamot. Kapag nagkakaroon ng dark urine ninyo, no, at saka nawawala yung kulay ng inyong stools, joint pains, jaundice, bibigyan kayo ng gamot ng inyong mga doktor dyan. And then papaano to nalalaman? Usually tinetest din. No? So kung maaalala ninyo, yung pong mga nanganak, no, sa ospital, tinetest po yung inyong mga dugo. Tinitingnan kung meron kayong hepatitis B. So yan, dyan tinitingnan yan. No? So Sino yung maaaring magkaroon nito? No? Sino yung maaaring magkaroon nito? So, yung mga lalaki, no, na nakikipagtalik sa kapwa lalaki. Isa 'yan. No, pangalawa po, no, yun pong nagdo-drugs. So, say no to drugs, everyone, no? Yung pong mga merong HIV, no, yung mga may HIV, maaari po kayo ma-infect niyan. Some people who are in close contacts sa mayroong tao na known na mayroong hepatitis B. So, ano yung close contacts? Maaaring sexual contact, maaari din po na yun yan, nag-share ng mga gamit ninyo. And then those people who have immunocompromised system or yung body nila ay immunocompromised. Also, people with ESRD o yung renal disease, end-stage renal disease na nangangailangan ng dialysis, maaari din po. So, ingat-ingat po tayo dyan. And then even pregnant women and infants na born to infected ng HBV or hepatitis B na mothers. So yan, medyo madami, no? Medyo madami yung kasi sinabi. Yes. Pero sana meron kayo nakuha dyan.
Doc, I actually wanted to ask some questions regarding that. So for example, you said not to share toothbrushes, right? And then, so does that mean that it can be transmitted through saliva, like if I share food or share drink or even like in kissing?
Well, ang sinasabi body fluids kasi, no? So, ang mas mainam na iwasan muna, no, na mag-share ng mga gamit lalo kung infected at lalo tigit kung hindi natitreat. So, the best thing to do ay matreat muna, no, matreat 'yan and then pwede na in the long run.
Right. Okay. So, Doc, this can be completely cured, no, hepatitis B.
Yeah, hepatitis B can be completely cured. It's
right.
curable.
Okay.
So, it's curable. So, kapag ka na-cure yan, no, usually wala nang residuals, no? Ibig sabihin walang natitira, no? So, maaaring completely cured talaga yung tao na mayroong hepatitis B. So, mas okay yan kaysa doon sa ibang viruses. Kung tutuusin, no? Pero kung hangga't maaari, huwag kayo magpapahawa, please.
Yes. So, Doc, I noticed you said kanina that people can go like years without knowing that they have hepatitis B. Whereas in hepatitis A, it will only take like really a few months where you have it. So, what's the difference when I have hepatitis B and hepatitis A? What's the effect on my liver? Because I imagine if I have hepatitis A for like years, it might be more serious.
Well, yung hepatitis A kasi usually nawawala yan eh. But it actually same goes with your hepatitis B. Halos nawawala din sila nang hindi mo na nalalaman. Okay? So, malalaman mo na lang na nagkaroon ka when you have the hepatitis B profile. So, tinitingnan yan, nagkaroon pala siya ng past infection, parang ganon. Kasi usually, your body can ward off, lalo na kung malakas yung inyong immune system.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's good to hear for people like, what do you call this? Especially when you hear that 2 out of 3 people who have hepatitis B, they don't know they have hepatitis B. So sometimes you might be walking around like, do I have hepatitis B? But it's all good. It can be cured.
It can be cured. You can actually ward it off.
Right. Okay. So hepatitis C, Doc, tell us more about this.
When we go to hepatitis C, so this is another type of the hepatitis virus. Okay, so actually, according again to CDC, according to the CDC, around 2.5 million people are living with hepatitis C. Okay, so around 2.5 million people are living with hepatitis C, and around 50% of them don't really know that they are infected. However, ang nakakatakot dito kasi hepatitis C is one of the leading causes of liver transplants and liver cancer. So ito yung actually mas nagko-cause or mas tinuturo na cause ng hepatocellular carcinoma. So mas nakakatakot ito, no? Mas nakakatakot ito. So this can be spread when the blood of an infected person with hepatitis C virus, even in very small amounts, it enters the body who is not infected, and this person who is just now na ngayon lang siya na-infect ay immunocompromised. So paano, no? Maaari din ito sa blood, no? Sa blood from an infected person through sharing of needles and syringes. So again, yung mga nagdo-drugs, iwasan na po iyan, no po? So kapag ka nagkaroon ng blood transfusion, no, or organ transplant, no, ang sinasabi nila before 1992. So you are at risk for that. Kasi noong 1992, medyo widespread pa yung yung screening, kasi hindi pa masyado yung pagkaka-screening sa blood supply sa mga blood na itinatransfuse, no? So poor infection control. Again, poor infection control. So kinakailangan mabuti na po ang may alam. And then if you are born to a mother who is infected with hepatitis C, maaari din po kayo magkaroon yan. And sadly, there is no vaccine available for hepatitis C. Ang meron po tayo ay ang inyong hepatitis B. Okay? And also hepatitis A, meron din po tayo niyan. So, with hepatitis C, no, ang problema naman natin dito, you can develop cirrhosis here over 10 to 12 years. If you have it for over 10 to 20 years, maaaring magkaroon kayo ng liver cirrhosis, at yun yung maaaring ikasira ng liver ninyo. So, right now, there is no recommended treatment for acute hepatitis C. Okay, for acute hepatitis C, there's no recommended treatment. So, kaya minsan, kaya ang ginagawa dito, at tinitreat sila as chronic na rin. So, there are several medications available, so your doctor will give you that. And then the current treatments usually involve around mga 8 to 12 weeks, no, of therapy, of pills ninyo. And then the cure is over 90% of people with very, very few side effects. So that's the good news for that.
Right, but that's for chronic, right?
Yeah, for chronic.
Can you describe to us, Doc, just a little bit of the differences between chronic hepatitis C and then acute hepatitis C? How do I know if I have chronic or acute?
Okay, so usually, no, matagal yung chronic. Like for example, meron ka na yan for 6 months, no. But yung acute yan yung mga bago lamang. No, so mga weeks to around several months, like for example 2 months, yan acute pa yan. But then again, wala ngang recommended treatment for acute hepatitis C. So symptomatic din yan. Kung nagtatae, binibigyan ng anti-diarrhea. Kung nagsusuka, binibigyan ng para sa pagsusuka. So yan yung ginagawa dyan. So usually ang ginagawa na dito sa kapag nalaman na hepatitis C yung kalaban natin, tinitreat na rin sila as chronic. Kasi para mas safeguarded yung ating treatment. So para mas ganun. So usually you get tested talaga. You get tested for your IGs or your immunoglobulins. Tinitingnan nila yan para makita natin kung anong klase ng infection ang mayroon po kayo. So pagka meron po tayo ng panel, no, nakita natin yung panel ng for hepatitis A, for hepatitis B, for hepatitis C, no, diyan po natin malalaman kung ano yung treatment na bibigyan sa inyo. So ayan, so we have a lot of people here, no, na nagsasabi dito, naninilaw po ba yung eyes? Oo, maaaring manilaw yung eyes. Later on, we'll go to that, no, para sa inyong mas kaalaman.
Right. Doc, just one more question there. It seems kind of counterintuitive that the chronic can be treated more easily than the acute, because I think for us in many of our minds, for example, yung cancer, if you are diagnosed earlier, it can be treated better. But then if you let that prolong, it's harder to treat. So how come it's like that, Doc? Bakit ganun?
Kasi usually nga, ang sabi nga natin dito, no, yung hepatitis C, around 50% of people with hepatitis C, they do not know that they have hepatitis C. Nalalaman lang nila, no, kapag medyo nag-progress na. So hindi masyadong nasa-screen, no, usually, kasi kapag walang nararamdaman yung tao, hindi sila pupunta sa doktor. So yun yung dahilan. So pero kapag naman pumunta kayo sa doktor ninyo at nakita, may simptomas siya na mukhang hepatitis to, ipapapanel na kayo. Titingnan na agad kung ano yung klase ng hepatitis ang meron kayo, kung anong hepatitis virus ang meron kayo. So, actually marami pa yan. We also have DE, hepatitis D and E. So, masyado nang marami yon. So, ang common lang naman dyan is yung hepatitis A, B, and C. So, kinakailangan ay alam nyo din po yan. And then, yan. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng pagkukulang din kasi hindi nagpapacheck up yung mga pasyente. So, mas madali talagang gamutin. Kaya ganoon, kaya hindi alam kung kaya walang recommended treatment kasi walang nag-a-address direkta noong acute hepatitis. But may nag-a-address ng chronic hepatitis. So, tinitreat na agad sila as chronic na rin. Kasi since baka nga akala nila ay baka acute lang to, pero yung pala chronic na matagal na. So, tinitreat na sila as chronic.
Okay. And then, so Doc, if we're talking about the symptoms now, know that a lot of them are very mild where people don't really know they have it. So what are the most common symptoms viral hepatitis? And let's differentiate here when we talk about their symptoms, whether it's A or B or C.
Okay, so for fever, no? So actually, lahat yan po pwede magkaroon ng fever, no?
Right.
O pwede lahat magkaroon ng fever kasi nga, this is an infection. For loss of appetite, no? Minsan mas sa A and B yan. Okay, nausea and vomiting, ganun din. A and B rin yan. Stomach pain, same goes, no? Pero yun yung sinasabi na more of A din to kasi usually walang simptomas yung B and C kasi kaya hindi nila nakikita, no? So, hindi masyadong nalalaman nila, ay, meron na akong hepatitis. So, hindi nila masyadong nakikita. So, non-specific kasi yung symptoms. So, yan. On the next slide, makikita nyo din dyan, no? Kung ano pa yung mga susunod nating mga symptoms. So, yan yung mga ilan. So, diarrhea. Okay, yung pagtatai po, no? It's more of A. Okay, more of A kasi maaari magkaroon ng contact kayo sa fecal oral. Okay? So pagka masama yung nakain ninyo, no, hindi masyadong maganda yung pagkakalinis, diyan nagkakaroon ng problema sa diarrhea. Kasi nga maaring iba-iba yung maaring yung kinain ninyo ay hindi masyadong maganda, so hindi masyadong natitake in ang inyong katawan, kaya nagkakaroon kayo ng diarrhea. Same goes with your dark-colored urine. More of A din ito, no? More of A din yan. Light-colored bowel movements, sa A and B yan. Pero yun nga, ang B kasi wala masyadong symptoms yan. 2 out of 3 people don't know that they have it. Joint pains, A din and B. Yan, so maaari din yan.
So this is why you were saying, Doc, that most people in hepatitis C don't really know about it. They don't really know.
Yeah, oo.
Late. Kasi most of these symptoms, most of these symptoms, Doc, are A, no?
Yeah, more of A, no? Kasi yung C kasi, although don't get me wrong, no? Yung C kasi maaari din kasi na magkaroon sila ng manakanakang symptoms na ganyan. But minsan pagka isa-isa lang symptoms hindi na tinitingnan hindi pinapatingnan ng mga pasyente sa mga doktor nila. So kapag ka ganyan, no, like for example dark colored urine, titingnan natin yan kung saan. Pero minsan kasi yung dark colored urine, UTI, maaaring UTI yan, no. So hindi rin masyadong nakikita ng mga pasyente. So if you have these warning signs, you go to your doctor para mas ma-explain nila sa inyo. So any of those signs, you really go to the doctor.
Right. Especially diarrhea, like these most obvious ones. Because I'm assuming most people don't go to the doctor because they have a stomach pains or... Right.
Yeah, yun nga.
Okay. So we have some questions here. Do you mind bringing them up, Justin?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so Justin is for those who don't know, he's our tech guy over here. He brings up our questions.
Sige. Ayan, Doc, tanong lang po, ano naman po yung sinasabi na hepatitis pero sa dugo po? Okay. So, yan po, no? Yung hepatitis po kasi na hepatitis B, no? Sa dugo po natin nakukuha na tsaka hepatitis C. But don't get us wrong, hindi lang po yung dalawang yan, no? Yung meron po tayong tinatawag na hepatitis D, na maaari pong makuha ninyo. Pero hindi niyo makukuha ang hepatitis D kung walang tulong ng ibang hepatitis. Like for example, hepatitis B, kung wala kayong infection diyan, minsan hindi nagpo-proceed yung D. So, ayan. So, kinakailangan alam nyo din yung mga yan. Meron po bang food supplement na maaari mag-prevent ng HEPA? Okay, so we'll go to that later, no po, yung mga food supplements at kung bakit kinakailangan yung mag-take ng mga yan. But then again, no, and yung pong kapag sinabi po natin na food supplements, hindi po ito mga gamot. But then again, this can help you strengthen your immune system. So later on, we'll go to that.
Okay, Doc. And then, yeah, so let's move on. Thank you, Ona. Let's move on to if we have hepatitis, how do we prevent transmitting it to other people?
Okay, so if you have hepatitis, how do you avoid giving it to other people? So, yan, pakita natin dito yung ilang mga slides natin para magkaroon sila ng guide. Ano po? So, number 1, cover your cuts and blisters. Lalo na kung, kunwari, alam nyo na may hepatitis kayo, maaari kasing ma-transmit yan. Tapos, meron kayong mga, kung mayroon po kayo na ng mga cuts and blisters, tapos yung mga tao sa paligid nyo ay mayroon din. Ano po? Maaari kasing ma-transmit yan. Pero very, very minimal naman ito, no? Masyadong madaming dugo ang kailangan ma-transfer nyo from your cuts and blisters. But then again, cover it kasi maaari ma-infect inyong cuts and blisters din. So, this is just one of those na kinakailangan ninyong gawin. So, this goes for almost everything na maaari nyong ano. Carefully throw away your bandages, no, tissues, tampons, and sanitary napkins. For sanitary purposes, yan, itapon nyo po ng maayos yan. But then again, para din po sa hepatitis B and hepatitis C, itapon nyo po ng maayos yung mga used ninyo, no? Kasi number 1, not just for hygiene, but then again, infectious po kasi ang mga yan. Lalo kunyari mga dugo, no? Mga dugo yan, maaari kasi na ma-transmit talaga yan sa mga infected people. Okay? Don't share your razor, nail clippers, and even toothbrush. Kasi nga, maaari po kasi no, na ma-infect ninyo yung ibang tao kapag nag-share kayo ng mga gamit. Sabi nga po natin sa hepatitis B kanina, no, maaari pong ito ma-transfer through blood. So your nicks po, yung mga nicks din sa pagka nag-shave kayo, no? Tapos may dugo diyan, tapos ginamit din ng ibang tao, tapos na-nick din sa kanila, maaari silang ma-contaminate, no? So ganun din naman sa inyong mga razors and toothbrushes. So iwas po sa pag-share ng mga personal items. And the next up is if your blood gets on objects, you really have to clean them with household bleach and water. Why? This is very I guess this is very self-explanatory, no? Na kinakailangan talaga kapag may dugo diyan, no? Pero bakit ba kayo magkakadugo diyan? Unless merong talagang hindi inaasahang pagkakataon and you're infected, you really have to clean everything kasi maaari po kayo pa-transmit ng viruses at nakakaawa yung mga tao na infected or mai-infect pa. So kinakailangan mayroon po kayo talagang ginagawa diyan. Sa ngayon po, no, maaring tigilan mo na po yung pagbe-breastfeed kapag po crack or bleeding yung inyong mga breasts, ano po, especially the nipples. Kasi maaring mag-transfer pa kayo diyan. Maaring mag-transfer pa. Pero yun nga, no, lalo kung hindi naman infected yung bata. Kung napatunayan na hindi na infect yung bata, huwag muna. Don't donate any body fluids or organs. Ano-ano yung mga yan. So maaari dyan yung syempre yung dugo ninyo, no? So wag na pong mag-donate kapag po nagkakaroon kayo ng kapag po kayo ay mayroong mga hepatitis virus infection. Ganon din sa mga kalalakihan yung semen. Okay? So maaari din kasi na if you're donating sperm, meron na kasing mga sperm bank na dito sa atin, no? Meron ng ilan na mga sperm banks na yung mga lalaki ay nagdo-donate. So, paano ka ba mag-donate ng sperm? Through semen. So, body fluids din po 'yan, iwasan din po natin 'yan, no? So,
yes.
Yeah.
Or eggs for women.
Kung paano i-harvest 'yan, no? Depende din kasi kung paano ini-harvest 'yan. So, if it involves fluids talaga, so wag na muna.
Right, okay.
Next. Okay, so if you inject drugs, don't share needles or equipment. So, why would you inject drugs? Okay, number 1, maaring ikaw ay isang healthcare worker na nag-i-inject ka ng gamot sa mga pasyente. So definitely, hindi na yung gagawin ng mga healthcare workers ninyo, no? Pero if you are injecting drugs sa inyong mga sarili, like for example, you're doing illicit drug use, no? Yung mga recreational drugs ninyo, tigilan nyo na po yan. Dahil una, walang magagawang mabuti sa inyo. Pangalawa po, maaari pa kayo maka-infect ng mga kasamahan ninyo. So, if you really care for someone, no? So, iwasan nyo na po yung mga pagdodroga na yan.
Right. And then, so, ang mga viewers natin, I think that was the last one, it's very important to follow all these steps, even if you don't have hepatitis of any form. Why, Doc? Because we don't know if we have it or not.
Yeah.
Most people don't know they have it. So it's better, prevention is better than cure. Isn't that what they say, Doc?
Yes, it is very, very much true, no? Na prevention is really better than cure. Walang makakapalit po talaga sa prevention. Actually, isang sakit nga na sinasabi nila, no? Sa isang sakit, no, mas maganda na iwasan mo talaga, no? Mas mataas yung level ng prevention kaysa sa cure. So, let's go to the prevention nito hepatitis, ng viral hepatitis. So, the question is, how can I protect myself against viral hepatitis? So, let's start. Okay, so number one, you get vaccinated if there's a vaccine for it. Like for example, your hepatitis A and hepatitis B. So usually routine na yan sa ospital, no? Kapag ka pinanganak, maglalagay na ng hepatitis B, no? Kapag if you're a healthcare worker, you really have to update it, no? So you get vaccinated kasi madami, no? Mas okay yung pagkakaroon mo ng bakuna. So wag po kayong matakot sa bakuna, no po? Yan pong mga yan ay binibigay po sa inyo ng mga doktor at ng ating ng mga eksperto para po protektahan kayo dahil napatunayan po na nakakapag-protekta yan. So wag po kayong matakot sa bakuna and all other vaccines, no? Pag-uusapan po natin yan sa mga susunod na pagkakaroon po natin ng mga ganito klase ng forum, no? Yung pong mga bakuna pwede po natin pag-usapan yan. But for the purposes of this episode, your hepatitis B vaccine, no, you have to give your kids, lalo kung bago silang panganak. Kasi nakita na po sa pag-aaral na maganda ang pagkakaroon ng bakuna para sa mga bata. Okay, next. Okay, so you use condom if you're having sex. Okay, you do safe sex. Why? Kasi nga, ang sabi nga natin, yung pong inyong hepatitis B. Let's go to hepatitis B muna and hepatitis C. Since this is spread through blood and your body fluids, so if you're having sex and you don't intend to get pregnant, no? So you use condoms for sex. You use condom for you practice safe sex. Why? Kasi maaari kayo makatransfer or maaari kayo matransferan ng virus na yan. Okay? So you use that. For hepatitis A naman, since for hepatitis A naman, bakit kinakailangan din ng condom for sex? Usually kasi yung nagkakaroon ng hepatitis A na ganyan, kasi nga it's fecal oral, no? Ito usually yung mga men who are having sex with men. So sa receptive sex, so sa receptive anal sex, nagkakaroon ng problema dyan. So you really use condoms, you really practice safe sex, everyone. So yan yung tip natin dyan for prevention. So again, prevention is still better than cure. It's better safe than sorry.
Yes. I remember, Doc, like a lot of people, I think especially here in the Philippines, most people say like, don't have sex because you're going to get pregnant, right? When the real issue here is more of like these diseases that we can be getting.
Yeah.
So, so our mga viewers natin, just remember that the protection is not really against the babies as it is the diseases. Yeah, it's more of the diseases.
Yeah. Marami kasi.
Yes, because I was talking to my gynecologist, Doc, and then she was saying I think it was HPV that was that for women, they can get it from just one partner.
Yeah.
Right, just from one partner instead of like multiple partners, right? Just one partner can give you all of these diseases. So marami talaga yung sexually transmitted infections. So you really have to practice safe sex. Right.
Okay. Our next tip, Okay, practice good personal hygiene such as thorough hand washing with soap and water. So we really cannot overestimate or underestimate the goodness of hand hygiene. So
Right.
kinakailangan talaga i-emphasize natin ito sa ating mga manonood na kung paano ba talaga maghugas ng kamay. Kasi marami pong nagkakaroon ng problema sa inyong mga health dahil simply because na hindi kayo naghuhugas ng kamay, no? Marami na-transmit na infections simply because hindi kayo naghuhugas ng mga kamay. So, paano 'yan kinakailangan around 20 seconds, no? 20 seconds, or kung gusto niyo na mas happy, if you have kids with you, sing 2 happy birthday songs while washing your hand with soap and water. So yeah, kinakailangan pati po yung mga interdigital spaces, ang tawag dito interdigital spaces, yung mga spaces in between your fingers, lagi yang hinuhugasan. Hinuhugasan din, sinasabon ng maayos, even up to the wrist, minsan hanggang dito pa nga kung contaminated talaga. So kinakailangan ma-emphasize natin kung gaano kakalaga ang paghuhugas ng kamay.
I think, Doc, the good thing about all the COVID awareness campaigns is now everyone knows how to wash their hands. So if you don't know about the hand washing and good personal hygiene yet, where have you been?
Totoo.
Yes.
All right, next is don't use an infected person's personal items. So sinabi na natin to kanina, no, yung po mga razors, yung mga toothbrush, yung mga nail clippers. Yan, iwasan niyo po ng paggamit na kung ginagamit ng mga tao na infected with the virus. But then again, no, hindi lamang doon sa infected na tao. Pinakamaganda pa rin, don't use another person's personal items. So, kasi hygiene din yan po, no? Baka, safe ka nga sa hepatitis B virus, pero hindi ka naman safe sa warts. Safe ka nga sa hepatitis B virus, pero hindi ka naman safe dun sa other infections na maaaring makuha ninyo. So, yon. Again, my tip is to not use any person's personal items. Kasi kaya nga tinawag na personal item.
Right. Okay.
Next. Okay, we have here, take precautions when getting any tattoos or body piercings. This goes to all people who have tattoos, who have body piercings. Hindi po sinasabi na masama iyon. Okay? Walang masama sa pag-express ng art sa katawan. Okay? We don't have anything against it. It's just that kinakailangan lamang po alam ninyo kung sino yung gumagawa at kinakailangan po malinis yung pagkakagawa. Kinakailangan alamin din natin if you're going to have these, if you're going to take this, kinakailangan alam nyo din kung ano yung practices na pagsasanitize nila ng kanilang mga gamit. Hindi naman sinasabi na masama ang magpatattoo. Hindi sinasabi na masama ang magpa-body piercing. Ang sinasabi po ay kinakailangan safe kayo kasi kung kayo po ay safe din po yung inyong mga kamag-anak. And we will have a safer community.
So, Doc, actually with body piercings, I know like during some older generations, they would do it themselves, like mga earrings, for example. And then their way of sanitizing or sterilizing things was just to burn the needle real quick. Is that enough, Doc, would you say?
No, it will never be enough. Lalo kung inalalagay lang ng alcohol, binaburn lang, no? So, hindi talaga siya enough kasi kinakailangan talaga dumaan sa tamang process ng pagsasanitize, dumaan sa tamang process ng disinfection. So, kinakailangan alam din natin 'yan. So, yung mga ganyan, no, kung paano mag-sanitize ng ganyan, really, kinakailangan ng mahabang oras sa pagdi-discuss ng ganyan. But then again, no, so mas mainam pa rin talaga po na hangga't maaari, no, take precautions. No? Alamin ninyo kung paano sila naglilinis, alamin po ninyo kung paano nila ginagawa yung kanilang mga sanitation. Okay, next, drink plenty of water. We cannot undermine the effect of hydration. Okay? So, bakit? Kasi remember that 60%, 70% of your body is made out of water. Okay? So, tubig yan, no? Kaya kinakailangan marami kayong tubig sapagkat ang pag-inom po ng tubig, no, ay hindi ginagawa kapag kayo uhaw na. Hindi gano'n, no? Inom lang kayo ng inom ng tubig, especially kung wala naman kayong ibang sakit na katulad ng problema sa kidneys, okay? Or congestive heart failure. Inom po kayo ng inom ng tubig kasi this can really help you ward off infection sa inyong katawan.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have,
I think our last one already.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Last one already is to strengthen your immune system. So how do you do that? You take in po yun po mga maaari makatulong sa inyo ng pagpapaangat ng inyong immune system. Pagkain ng tama, unang-una pagkain po ng tama, no? Bakit? Yung pagkain po kasi ng tama which can give you a lot of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. So, kasama po sa tamang pagkain ay ang pagtitake din po ng mga pagkain na rich in antioxidants, katulad po ng acai berry na nakikita ninyo sa inyong mga screens. Dahil ito pong premium blend natin, ito pong mga capsules na ito ay mayroon pong mataas na antas ng inyong acai berry at mayroong mataas na antas ng inyong antioxidants. Kung natatandaan po ninyo sa ilang mga videos po natin, sa ilang mga episodes po natin, pinag-usapan natin yung mga free radicals at kung paano sila ninu-neutralize noong mga antioxidants. So just a brief overview po, no. Yun pong mga free radicals, no, yun pong mga nagko-cause ng inflammation sa ating katawan, no. Ang nangyayari po diyan ay nagkakaroon ng masyadong madaming inflammation sa ating katawan niya, no. So ang ginagawa po ng inyong antioxidant ay ninu-neutralize sila. So kumbaga ini-engulf sila, no, at talagang pinapatay yung mga free radicals. Katulad din po nito, nakikita niyo po sa inyong mga screens, no? You have highest ORAC value when you have your acai berries. So ano yung ORAC? So this is actually a measure kung gaano kaganda or kung gaano kataas yung antas ng antioxidant ng ating food. Kaya siya tinawag na superfood. Kaya tinawag na superfood ang inyong acai berry dahil po mataas ang kanyang kakayanan, no, sa pagbibigay ng ating antioxidants. Plus, you have the load of your vitamins, minerals, and even essential fatty acids. So, yan. So, kaya love na love talaga natin itong organic acai na premium blend and our capsules. Kasi wala sa Pilipinas na hindi ka makakapik ng acai berry sa Pilipinas kasi makakuha mo lang sa Amazon rainforest at sa Brazil. So it's very I'm personally thanking Organique sa pagbibigay sa atin nito kasi even my dad, no, who is watching right now, he really loves the premium blend. And even all my other relatives. Shout out kay Attorney Romy Bakalintal.
Thank you for your support and your patronage. And I have to agree with what you said, Doc, because sometimes you can do your best to prevent everything, but some things just aren't preventable. For example, you're going out in a public place and someone had their bodily fluids on something, like there's vomit and it wasn't properly cleaned, right?
Yeah.
You can do your best to prevent all of these things, but then if you end up leaning on it and then there's vomit there, that's when your immune system comes in. For the times where you just can't prevent it anymore.
Mm-hmm. So yon. Kaya kinakailangan malakas ang inyong immune system.
Yes. Well, thank you, Doc. I think we're running a bit over time, but obviously there's a lot to say about viral hepatitis, and mga comments natin, mga viewers are very interested. We have so many questions and comments, which I think we can address in subsequent episodes if ever we want to continue this topic. Maybe we can talk about D and E now.
Okay, sige.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. I just want to say take care, and I hope that we can see you again in some future episodes.
Yeah, anytime. Just send your message.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Take care.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Hurry. We're running a little bit over time right now, so I'm going to try to wrap this up real quick. But thank you to our viewers for participating in our contest. We're going to be announcing the winners real soon. And thank you to everyone who asked questions and commented. Sorry along that we weren't able to get to everyone kasi ang daming comments. So, what's your takeaways? For me, I think my takeaway here is to practice very good personal hygiene and to boost my immune system. Kasi with most forms of viral hepatitis, we just don't know who has it, if we have it or loved ones have it, right? So it's just best to practice good personal hygiene, and then when you can't prevent it, then that's where your immune system comes in. So if you want to comment your takeaways as well, we invite you to do that. So moving on, I think our next slide is Justin, what's our next slide? I think it's our resellers. So it is a reseller, so I was waiting for Justin's cue there. So for our resellers, so as Doc was saying, it's very important for you to be able to boost your immune systems, especially in times where you have done all you can to prevent things. Now, for those of you who want to be able to share the help here, we invite you to be one of our resellers. So here under Olani is our official reselling platform here at olani.ph. Shoot them a message and definitely ask. And then we also have here Mestiza. So Mestiza, which is our next slide. Mestiza is another brand that's sold under Olani, and Mestiza, I understand, is that they're having a new look for the new year. So if you tune into their Beauty Talk on Friday at 4:30 p.m., you can discover more about that. So Mestiza is more of a beauty and skincare brand or overall wellness. And then, so we have reached the end of our program. Now it's time to announce our winners. Winners of our acai coffee and our acai choco, and or either or of these, and our blister pack. So our winners are okay, here they are. And I know these are some of our winners because I just seen their names here in the comments. They definitely had a lot of entries. So we have here Ellen Cruz, Rose Lozano, Kirk Lazarus, Aileen Carrillo, and then Ona de la Cruz. Congrats to all our winners. We're going to reach out to you, so just let us know whether you want the acai choco or acai coffee. And then for all of you guys who participated but didn't get to win, please tune in to our Wellness Wednesday next week for another chance to get some of our product giveaways. It's going to be a different game next week, but we hope you still participate. So thank you for being patient with me. I know we ran over time. And if you have any more comments or questions or suggestions for the next Wellness Wednesday, please don't forget to comment below so that we know what you guys want to see in the next Wellness Wednesday, and we can improve upon that. So thank you and have a good night.
Wellness Wednesdays with Organique. We care because you matter.